Recently, streamer Ice Poseidon has been accused of making $300,000 from a crypto rug pull scam at the expense of investors, some of whom were his fans. Now, he's explaining his side of the story, why he believes it's not a scam, and why he won't be giving any of the money back. Alright, before we dive into this one, have a look below the video and make sure you're subscribed to theScore Esports. If you are, then you can get our videos more easily. That will make you happy, which will make us happy, which will make you happy. You get the idea. Subscribe. Ice Poseidon has been a fairly big streamer now for over 5 years and is mostly known for his raw and often chaotic streams. He made headlines back in 2017 when he was swatted on stream after a viewer called in a bomb hoax as Ice Poseidon was boarding a plane in Phoenix.
I might be on Terminal 5. I don't know where I am. I'm just on 53A. That's my gate. And I'm not sure telling you guys that is a good idea, but what can you possibly do, right?
Passengers on that American Airlines flight from Los Angeles say that after they landed here, the pilot simply told them, "Our gate's not ready." He parked and said, "Everyone put your shades down." Well, when someone peeked out of the shade, this is what they saw. Police surrounding the plane, and then police ended up boarding that plane. Passengers say that 2 people were removed, a man and a woman.
He was running around with a GoPro type thing and a big, large camera.
And passengers say after police took those 2 off the plane made its way to the gate. Everything else from there went as normal.
He was then permanently suspended on Twitch and has been streaming on YouTube ever since. It's safe to say that after bans, scandals and run-ins with the law, Ice Poseidon has fostered a bit of a reputation over the years. That's why some people were suspicious when in July 2021 he announced he was creating his own crypto coin, CX Coin, named after his now disbanded streaming group. The announcement for this didn't go too smoothly because footage was circulating online of Ice Poseidon bragging about pulling a literal rug pull scam. That is, getting others to buy into a coin and inflate its value before cashing out, leaving the currency practically worthless, also known as a pump and dump scam.
Cause dude, if I see it $1 million, I'm selling. I don't give a I'm not gonna be like, I'll hold for you guys, bro. I see $1 million in my portfolio, I'm out. You're telling me I could create a CX coin and then people could buy it because I could say that the community is super strong and then I could sell it in 10 seconds and make $10 million.
And this all came right around the time that members of Fahey's clan were suspended for their roles in the Save the Kids crypto scam, which we reported on at the time.
It turned out that this kids coin, as it's referred to as, was potentially one giant scam that could be highly illegal. It was certainly sketchy enough that FaZe K got fired from the org while his brother Jarvis and another member Nikan were suspended over their involvement with the project.
A few months later, when FaZe K put out an explanation video, YouTube investigator Coffeezilla did a great job of breaking down what happened. In recent years, Coffeezilla has begun to establish himself as a real thorn in the side of shady influencers. His investigations have looked into the likes of business guru Ty Lopez, gun-toting playboy Dan Bilzerian, and the scam accusations surrounding business mogul Dan Locke. But his investigations into Save the Kids firmly place Coffeezilla as the go-to guy when it comes to influencer crypto scams, and it was for this reason that Ice Poseidon actually reached out to him to offer evidence that CX Coin wasn't a scam, such as the details of his crypto wallet. Even Ice Poseidon knew that when it comes to influencers and crypto, they're never too far from the watchful eye of Coffeezilla.
So with my free time, I joined the CX Coin Telegram and started tracing back the wallets that Ice Poseidon had given me so transparently. And pretty soon I found out that, well, he gave me the wrong crypto wallets. Whoops. He gave me the DX Sale wallet instead of his personal wallet, which didn't tell me anything. For example, one of those things he didn't tell me was the fact that he took out $200,000 from the liquidity pool at the very beginning, which is directly at odds with what Ice Poseidon told me himself when I asked.
In fact, what Coffeezilla found was that Ice Poseidon had pulled $300,000 from the liquidity pool, the shared pot of money that investors buy into and which allows them to trade one asset for another.
It looks like the coin got rugged. You know anything about that?
Not rugged, but
Well, someone pulled all the liquidity out. That's a rug, right?
That would be a rug, yes, but there is still liquidity in there.
What? Yeah, I mean, the majority got ripped out, right? What? 40K got left and 300K got ripped out or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, that is exactly what happened.
Ice Poseidon's main defense seemed to be that there was still some money left in the liquidity pool, and that the other money that was withdrawn was done so because of an impending crypto market crash. But as the call went on, it seemed like Ice Poseidon wasn't really defending himself at all.
You told everybody it wasn't a scam. You had these videos where you said you were joking, where you said you'd scam people as soon as you thought the money was going to be basically taken away. You were going to rip it out from under everybody. And then I asked you about it. You said you were joking. It doesn't seem like a joke anymore. It seems like you scammed your fans.
No, not a scam.
You don't think withdrawing 300K is a scam? Like at the time the project needs it the most?
When Ice Poseidon said that the coin was inactive, he meant that he was no longer giving any updates for it, that he wasn't doing any marketing for it. He had essentially let go of the whole thing. In the interview with Coffeezilla, he said that the reason for this was due to the bad publicity the coin received when the video of him talking about doing a pump and dump scheme first circulated online, which he maintains was a joke. But Coffeezilla was quick to point to alleged posts on the coin's Telegram of him telling people that this project was long-term. When he was pressed on why he pulled the plug on the whole thing and didn't tell people to withdraw their own money beforehand, Ice Poseidon denied that that's what happened because there is still some money left in the liquidity, and also that, quite simply, the investors should have known better than to leave their money there.
So they were dumb to give you the benefit of the doubt. Your fans were not smart to give you the benefit of the doubt on this project that you told them you were long-term on.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if something's inactive for months, if you have money in there that you don't want to lose, why keep it in there? It's inactive. It's, you know what I mean?
You're the one saying people should not be looking for short-term gains. They should be looking at it at like a long-term project, right?
Yeah.
Now, normally with these kinds of things, the accused can be quite evasive when it comes to numbers and figures. But whether it's because of the transparent nature of cryptocurrency or belief of his innocence, Ice Poseidon talked quite frankly about how much money he'd taken from all of this. After 45% went to developers, he said that his 55% netted him around $300,000. On February 1st, Ice Poseidon shared a twitlonger which he said was his one and only response on the subject. It's filled with a lot of crypto terminology which he admits might be hard to grasp if you're a noob to crypto, but maintains that he did not steal or scam anyone. Of course, this is something Coffeezilla objected to once again in a final reply video.
So I was trying to understand what he was saying, and you know what I realized? You can translate all of the jargon, all of everything he says into basically one sentence, over and over repeated, which is, I'm keeping the money. Like take this for example. It was completely unnecessary to have $400,000 in the LP, $264 in the LP, $150K in the buyback function, and the money was at risk at getting devalued due to the crypto markets dropping. So you could try to understand that. Why? It's unnecessary for his fans to have $400,000. Why they don't need it. Or you could just replace it with, I'm keeping the money. It just reads so much better that way. Look, the whole thing actually reads better. I'm keeping the money, I'm keeping the money, I'm keeping the money, I'm keeping the money.
And of course, I highly recommend Coffeezilla's videos on this if you want to hear their conversation in full and his analysis on the whole thing. Crypto rug pull scams are growing year on year right now. A report by the Financial Post found that rug pull scams made over $2.8 billion in 2021 alone, up 81% on the previous year. It's been a year that's seen massive scams such as the Squid Game rug pull, which used the hit Netflix show's name to pull in investors before cleaning them out of some $3.3 million in funds. As this trend continues, the calls for legislation grow louder. Naturally, government legislation is pretty much the antithesis of what cryptocurrency is all about. Unregulated, decentralized currencies that are beholden to no one. A lot of the reason these things happen is because the perpetrators are difficult to trace. They're nameless, faceless figures that are protected by the anonymity of the blockchain. Crypto literacy is on the rise, and the hope, at least, is that as people become more knowledgeable about this world, they'll be less susceptible to scams such as the crypto rug pull.